What's up, my people? How y'all doing? What's happening? What's up, man? Happy Wednesday. It is, what day is it? Oh, man, it is the 6th. Y'all, it's been such a busy week at work. I have not been keeping up with the days of the week nor the dates of the month. It's been so busy. I've been literally just trying to just keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you be so caught up in what you got going on till until you have no choice but you just gotta flow with it, go with the flow. And that's what I've been trying to do lately, y'all. But it's been busy. It's been super busy. Life is busy. I have no complaints about it though. I'm extremely excited about everything that's going on in my life. Um, uh, man, I got it's a lot because still doing a lot of different things. Business wise, children wise, they kids in college, you just got so much happening. And I just want to always remind y'all, even with so much going on and so much happening, make sure you're taking out the time to look after you. All right. So welcome, y'all. Welcome. So yes, I am here. I'm in the building. Um, I will be here probably every Wednesday. I think every Wednesday this month I'll probably be doing a show. I know the week of the 15th, the week of the 18th and 19th, I was trying to see if I'm gonna bring on a special guest to actually host the show, but I'll keep y'all posted on that because like I said, it's a lot going on. We gotta keep the people, gotta keep y'all tuned in. So, what's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let me know. Tell me. Drop a comment. Say what's happening. Make sure you allow yourself to be just as in the present moment as I am, because I promise y'all, I'm here. I was I set up, did everything, to set up the show before time, but I ran out because I needed to get a key made. And I literally pulled back up to the house at 6:27. I made it. I made it. Um, But welcome to SW Live. It is another live Wednesday, and we got a lot. We got a couple things we want to talk about today, and I want y'all to definitely explore jump into the comments. If you see something that you want to say, or if you hear something that we're talking about, you want to actually jump in and say something, definitely do that. That's always welcomed. So let's bring on the quote of the day. Before the quote, have you guys been paying attention to have you guys been paying attention to the different changes of the climate? Is that and I'm not talking about just like winter weather or or if it's cold, or but do you have y'all been noticing the differences in how it is every year? It changes every year, it seems. But we always looking for, fall weather. We didn't have a fall. Yeah, did y'all notice that? It skipped right through fall, right through it. It's almost like even when spring came in, spring just went straight into winter. I want to know if y'all paying attention to it just as much as me. Are y'all watching the sky regularly? It's a lot going on up there in that sky. The cloud, everything. So just be mindful of your surroundings. And I do believe that a lot of the effect of what's going on in the atmosphere does play a role with what's going on with us internally. Because we know that things that are around us can affect us, right? So, with that being said, I don't want us to forget that that includes climate change, that includes the food populace, that includes the medicine, that includes so many different things that are happening, inclusive of your mental, all that. It's not just, don't just think that things are just happening to you just to be happening to you. A lot of these things are programmed like to do that because of things that's going on in the world, y'all. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Um, so let's get into it. Quote of the day. Don't say you want a wolf and then act surprised when it bites. Don't say that. Don't say that. Like that's That's why the name of the show today is Why Do We Act So Surprised? It's so many things that we bring on ourselves just because we're so interested in doing things the way we want to do it, even though we know that's not the right way. So if you go into the forest and it's a forest full of animals, of course, because it's what's in the forest, in the jungle, and you walking out there without no protection and nothing to make sure that you can get out of that forest, what you think gonna happen? What you think gonna happen? Mm-hmm. You cannot think that you got to stop. We know what I'm trying to say is we be acting surprised at things that we don't know. This man, they put up a video recently. Somebody sent it to me, I believe, and it was a man out there a cage. He got in a cage with a lion, and then got surprised that the lion chewed his damn head off. What you surprised for? What you surprised for? Like, why would you even put yourself in a position to go out and get bit and attacked in a cage with a lion, knowing that that's a lion? It's a lion, right? What do lions do? That's You're in his atmosphere, you're in his climate, you're in his situation. So why would you think that it's just okay to just be over there hanging out, walking through a cage with a lion and not think that that lion gonna bite your head off? We know better, but we still do the same shit. We know better. We know better. So that's number uno. But we act surprised when stuff happens. Like the young lady on the video was screaming to the top of her lungs, "Y'all, please help my daddy! Somebody help him! Somebody help him! You help him! You should have told him not to get his ass in that damn cage." You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be realistic. These are animals. Animals are gonna do what animals are supposed to do. Humans are gonna do what humans are supposed to do. We know this. So we have to stop acting surprised when things are happening to us that other people are doing. We really do, y'all. We gotta stop acting as if like, oh, this is brand new. I don't know nothing about that. We got to stop acting because that's what that is. That's an act. That's an act. It's not you. You know better than that. That's all. That's all I want to point out is that we need to stop doing things that we know affect us, and we continue to do it. And we continue to do it. Okay. So, um, okay. So back to the quote. If you if you are in a position where you know that you're doing something to yourself and the type of effect that it will have, make sure that you are ready for that effect. Don't stop acting strange like this brand new. I just want us to stop kidding ourselves. Most times in any situation, we kid ourselves to believe that certain things are going to be a certain type of way, and we know better. We strictly know better. So let's not do that. Let's start acting like, especially at this big old age. Most of my viewers and people who are aware of who I am, they know my age. They know, I mean, and I'm very aware of theirs. So I'm very aware of where we all are in our lives. But what I'm not seeing is people be accountable for the decisions that they make, knowing that this could be the outcome. So we really must stop acting so surprised when certain things happen. Okay, that's very important. We really must stop doing that. All right. So I wanna make that a key focus because I need us to realize that um things are definitely going to continue happening if we do not start focusing and paying more attention to what we should be doing and how we should be doing it. Another situation with the surprise thing. I saw a young lady post another a video or whatever. I'm always looking. People always send me stuff. I have a best friend that send me stuff all day long. You know what I'm talking about? He shares it. So I'm gonna go look at it. And even if I don't respond to the post when he sends it, I watch it. You know what I'm saying? So on a particular post, this young lady, whoever celebrated holidays, fine dandy. This young lady was pulling the damn tablecloth off the table with all the food on, and all the grandparents, the parents, the other kids, everybody just standing there watching. just standing there watching. Nobody wanted to stop the situation. What's wrong with y'all? And I'm sitting there, and and so somebody response was, these new age grandparents just don't give a damn. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, this is wrong. Why y'all? We don't speak up about nothing no more. We don't say nothing. We just sit back and just allow everything to take effect, albeit negative, positive. We whatever the result is, it's just gonna be that result. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody is stopping people from doing anything anymore. And that's what's causing so many things to be so uncivilized because we're just sitting back allowing shit to happen. Now, um I won't say that everything that we had to go through and everything that we had to face as children from some of our elders were like the best responses, because everything in deserve a ass whooping or everything in deserve a curse out, but a lot of that stuff did. A lot of that stuff did. Some of us really needed our ass beat. Some of us really needed to be told, go sit the fuck down. Like, we needed to hear that. Y'all was bad and your kids bad. So if you sit right here acting like that's the whole why we at this so surprised situation that I'm talking about right now. We sitting up here acting as if we don't know we got bad children when we drop them off at somebody's house, and we sitting there like, oh, they did what? You know it. You heard me. Y'all know y'all children are not the best behaved children, but you quit to go get rid of them without trying to teach them the value of behavior. So, and then it falls on somebody else and y'all want them to have to deal with it. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. We got to stop doing that. Take accountability. And if you want to start doing taking accountability, I mean, if you want to have children, be prepared to take accountability. Don't play with it. Don't play with us. Don't play with these people. Don't be sitting around here acting like y'all don't know what's going on in y'all children's lives or in y'all lives. Stop acting so surprised. Take accountability. Because at this point, y'all, if you're not, you're grooming them for hell. You're grooming them for damnation. You're grooming them for so much stuff. Which she said, I really say our ancestors are phasing out true gems. Grandma sent me to go get the switch. Baby, we had to pick out our own switches, baby. I know what you meant, boo. I'm sad. Um, we picked out our own switches, and then we bought them the switches, and then they platted the switches together, and then you got your ass whooped. Now, some of y'all didn't get ass whoopings. Some of y'all don't know how to be accountable because y'all weren't ever taught to. The people around you weren't being accountable. The people who raised you weren't being accountable. But that doesn't mean that the pain and the hurt that you experienced in your life growing up was the right thing. It's your job to heal you. It's your job to fix you. At this big old age of 41 years old, if I'm sitting around here saying my mama did this, my mama did that, I'm stupid. I'm not finna, come on, bro. I've been living long enough to fix this myself. But I'm saying, but it's so many people sitting around here still blaming their parents for so many things. So many things. They just, oh, this my mama fault. This my daddy fault. This because I didn't have a daddy. This, but so you're gonna use that for the rest of the justification of your whole freaking life. You just gonna decide that, okay, because these things were not the things that were given to me when I came into this world, that the tools that I have anyway aren't even worth me growing them. Every tool is worth growth. So stop sitting up here acting surprised when the outcome that you're seeking is not the outcome because you ain't put in no work. Stop acting surprised when you get that phone call from that school telling you that little Timmy done slapped the teacher, that you don't know what's going on because little Timmy done slapped your ass. So you got to stop thinking that people are going to accept the BS. It's not, ain't nobody accepting no more BS. Ain't nobody doing it. So you got to start at least taking accountability for your children's actions, because that leads them to take accountability for their actions. You got to take accountability for your actions so that they can also see that that's how they're supposed to take accountability for their actions. This has to be a hand-to-hand effect. It's not going to be something that just happened. It has to be something that you're working toward. All right. So let's get to the show. Why do we act so surprised? First and foremost, First and foremost, y'all, let's talk about this real quick. Um, I think it was the classic weekend when all that stuff came up about Diddy or whatever. Right now, a lot of everybody, so many people have been hearing. We've been hearing things about Diddy way before this came up about Diddy. But it always, even and what's shocking to me is they had allegations about Diddy with Justin Bieber, and he a white boy, and I was like, oh shit, they ain't even taking that serious. Or maybe he got paid under the table. Who knows? Everything. Some of these things get settled. But as soon as 24 hours later, after Cassie came out with her claims and people was responding to her claims, the next day, Diddy settled. He settled. He paid. So what does that say? Because everybody talking about settling don't mean you guilty. Settling don't mean this. What the hell it mean then? Because if I ain't do it, I ain't paying. What it mean? What it mean? If settling don't mean, if you settle out of court knowing that you have the possibility of winning, what does it mean if you settle? That you know you weren't gonna win, right? That you know that's not your fight no more. So if a person settle before they get to court, and I'm talking about within 24 hours, so we're talking about within 24 hours, y'all. But everybody want to sit at surprise. This man has been blamed for sexual assault for years, years, years against black women, black men, black boys. Even this little Kevin Hart snippet that came out recently, where he had to Puffy had to backtrack on his wording when he said it to Usher. If he was like, Usher, we was both, we would wake up in the bed from the bed, and then he caught himself and tried to rewind what he said. Boy, you said what you said. Usher was 10, you was 20 something. What you doing wrestling and waking up in the same bed with Usher? We've heard these allegations, but we at surprise. That's why stuff's so fucked up. Our families be knowing when Uncle Fester and them touching on Lil Mimi. Everybody be knowing these things because before Mimi got touched on, Mimi mama probably used to get fucked and rubbed on. And then before then, he probably used to do it to another niece. But then we want to sit and act like this shit new. That's one thing I do like about, regardless of a lot of things that I don't like about these young kids, they don't care about exposing your ass. We set up and was like, oh, we got to keep it in the family. We can't be telling people the family secrets. Man, fuck them family secrets. Ain't nobody finna be touching and molesting me or my children, and I'm silent about it. We got to stop saying stuff like that. If the silence is what's killing our kids from wanting to speak up, teaching them to be quiet about things that they're supposed to be loud about. We got to change that whole dynamic. And a lot of people changing it right now. They are not sitting back waiting for somebody else to speak up for them. They speaking up for themselves. I promise you, I raised mine to tell everything. And I'm better be the first person that's told, because I don't need to be sidewhacked. I don't need nobody to call me from the school because my child got bruises on her back from somebody doing something sexual to them, and then now I'm caught off guard because they didn't tell me, but they didn't tell me because they don't trust me. If every time something go on, you got an excuse for why somebody in the family did this, or they got away with this, or they should, or it's okay because that's just family. If that's what you're telling your kids, that's why your kids fucked up. They're not telling you nothing. They don't trust you. They probably trust the neighbor first. They probably trust their best friend first. They'll trust anybody before they come to you because of that particular reason right there. You're not standing up for your children. You're not speaking for them. They don't trust your judgment. They sit back and see you getting ran over, talked about, handled. That ain't strength to them. Sweeping stuff under the rug ain't never gonna be strength. So we sitting up here acting so surprised by so many different things, and all that's doing is making our kids feel like that the wrong that's being done to them is okay. Is okay. I take every moment and use it as a tool and teachable moment with my boys. Tell me Tell me everything. Tell me when I'm wrong. Tell me when you feel like I hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't agree now, sometimes I'm gonna have to sit there and explain to you why I had to beat your back in. I'm gonna tell you, but I'm not gonna sit up and be like, well, you know what? I don't. No, you deserve that shit. But I do understand your feelings, though. I do. I never just say your feelings are invalid, but I'm not gonna just act as if what I did to you was completely out the window. You deserved it. And that's when you see that they don't get what you're trying to show them, that's when you sit down and you talk to them. And before, my kids used to hate me because before I used to whoop them, I would tell them why I'm whooping them. So now they even more upset because they feel like that might not be something worth whooping them about. But in my mind, you could have avoided this whole whooping thing if you just came and told me what was going on. Not no, don't let me find out from the school. Don't let me find out from knowing you done did bad. Come tell me first. So that I gotta be told first. I can't. I've always told my girls I can't be your protector if I don't know what's going on. That's period. I mean that. I mean that on every level. You will always have. I will always have your back. Right, wrong, anything. I'm gonna tell you in the car that you did as wrong, but out there, I'm gonna let you know that regardless of what it is, I got your goddamn back, and that's just that. I'm never sugarcoating things with them, but I'm also being very honest with them and accountable with them. We got to make our kids accountable. So stop acting surprised. We had to stop acting surprised when that stuff came out about Diddy. We got to stop acting surprised when that stuff even came out about R. Kelly. We knew from that first video 22 years ago when he pissed on that little girl, he was fucking girls. So we got to stop sitting up here acting like things don't happen. I don't care if the mamas pushed him in there, whatever. He knew better. But y'all, they get into this world of this, and that, and they feel like they have the superiority to do what they want to do. And a lot of molesters feel superior because of the people that's enticing them to do the things that they're doing. That's why they hang around people the way they hang around them. They're told they get support from that. They support it for the things that they're doing. And then the black families, and what I've come to realize, and this is another thing that I've learned even through TikTok, it's so many generations and cultures of different backgrounds of people that's getting molested. We used to think, oh, it's just the black girls, or the black families just sweep it under the rug. No. Cuban families sweep it under the rug. Mexican families sweep it under the rug. White people start actually having relationships with their molesters. It becomes that bad sometimes. I was reading the story about he was a famous singer, songwriter, below, god damn, I don't want to say the wrong name. I don't want to say, I'm gonna come back to that name, but he was molesting one of his daughters, and he had 3-4 daughters, or whatever, and he ended up having a sexual relationship with one of his daughters after molesting her the first time. Then coming back for 10 years, they had a sexual relationship. It ended when she got pregnant and she had to have an abortion. The new little sister said that it never happened. The little sister said it's impossible because that's not the type of father he was to me. Baby, don't tell me what was impossible because he ain't doing it to you. That don't mean it didn't happen. That's the thing again. Just because it's not happening, they don't choose to molest every child. They don't choose to molest every niece, every nephew. They choose ones who they think are vulnerable, who ain't getting loved on right. And the one that got molested was the ugly daughter. She ain't feel loved already. So, oh, my daddy attracted to me. It don't matter how disgusting it may sound. That was still a child that was taken advantage of. So we can't be making excuses no more in our communities, in our families, in our jobs. When you seeing sexual harassment and things happening, speak up. Stop acting surprised. Stop acting surprised. Stop acting surprised. Now, moving on. Let me talk about other things that we've been acting surprised about. Because I said that first because I wanted to get the molestation and things out the way because of Diddy and them. Because all that's been going on, he done came out with this statement today. I think I sent it to somebody. It was so funny to me. Um, let me see. I gotta find that, y'all, because I want to read to y'all his statement, y'all. That's crazy. I was like, stop playing. Now you need to stop playing out here. Okay, he said, enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. You paid. Nobody forced that payment. You paid. That says a lot, did he? Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. This ain't your fight for you. Your fight is strictly for you. Your family didn't do these didn't commit these accusations. Your future didn't. The people, your name changed. It went from Puffy to Diddy, whatever. That it's still the same person. You did what you did. And the fact that, like I said, if I can sit up and me and with everything in this world now, y'all, come on, man. Everything is on display now. Everything. They got phones. People are pulling out their phones, walking out of bathrooms just because they want to go ahead and see what somebody's doing. They're not keeping things secret no more. Y'all can't you're never going to just be able to do something to somebody anymore and just get away with it. Never. You whatever, if you're doing wrong, they're gonna tell you that somebody, it's gonna be put out there that you did something wrong to them. And guess what? They might not even tell you, they might just record it and put it out there. Times have changed. Times have really changed. So stop acting surprised. She said, I keep me a good old receipt, baby. Listen. The receipts be receipting. They pull them out, baby. They put them screenshots of conversations. Men get caught cheating now, and women are printed out screenshots of y'all conversations with these people y'all cheating with, and you can't even run and deny it no more. And then you also got to deal with the fact that other people are keeping up with what you're doing too. It's not just the people that want to see you fail. It's people that admire you. They looking for the good in you, and then next thing you know, you show them a reason to not support you. One reason, because your character can be assassinated completely off of one fuck up now, because everything is televised. Everything. So all this thing up here, like right now, if anything that I got going on in my life, anything, whatever positivity that I have displayed about Shelby will be completely overlooked if some bullshit happened to my name. They'll forget about all that. Nobody will care anymore. Nobody. They'll be like, but last week when she just out there feeding the homeless, oh, I don't give a damn about that. Today, she stole $50,000. We don't care nothing about what she did last week. We don't care. These people don't care. They looking for a reason to tear your butt down. Give it to them. Give it to them and see what happens. Now you got to try to go out and rebuild your character. Now, let's say this though. So a lot of people feed off negativity. There's nothing positive about Sexy Red. Everything about her is a negative piece of shit. The things she rap about, the things she say, how she look, how she carry herself. She look like she got herpes in her lips. Has that lost her some fans? No. No. Everybody don't just go down. Everybody do not just go down on negativity. Some people actually are groomed in it, so now they can grow from it. But just know that if you are a positive person, next thing you know, you do one thing, and it might not even be true, because you get killed in the public eye before truth has even been proven. You ain't even been proven guilty. Next thing you know, you dead. They done made you guilty of something before you even did it. Just because somebody came out with an allegation. You know what I'm saying? Just because some of those allegations can be just to just destroy who you are, because people just hate people so much sometimes. You don't even know people that might not even like you for and why they don't like you. You'll never know. It's not your job to know it. It's somebody else's job to know it. It's not your job. You're doing something good. That's why you got to hate. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want y'all to think that you got to do negative to get a negative review. Some of your good best behavior will have somebody say something negative about you. Beyonce took her daughter on tour. Everything went bad from there. Every comment went bad. Every comment. They expected that girl to come out as a world superstar. You know what I'm saying? She's still a child. She's 11. And instead of giving her the praise of like doing something that she's inspired to do, we come out and we grown ass people too. People my age, your age, the age younger than you, anybody over the age of 21 that's tearing down an 11-year-old, pitiful. But grown people are in that are attacking you the most without even giving you the opportunity to show who you are. They attacking you. They want to see they want to see how you gonna react to it. They want to see what type of person you are when it comes to stuff like that. So don't get caught up in it. Don't think that it's just gonna happen to you because they hating on you. Nah, baby. Mm-mm. That's just how they are. That's just how they operate. Everybody not she definitely, to our young lady, she's a downfall. We done had some downfall people. I never act as if we always had the best, like we always had the best representatives in music for women. We it goes up and down with that. It definitely does. But when you're talking about a person that come out saying the stuff she say, baby. And then to hear like 12 and 13-year-old kids rapping the lyrics to this music is disgusting, because it also let us know that 13 and 14-year-old kids fucking in middle school, right at the schoolhouse, they get caught fucking all the time. But y'all gonna act surprised though, because y'all gonna act like you gonna act surprised because, oh no, my kid would never. Y'all don't even be knowing y'all damn kids. Y'all, a lot of people be really feeling like, because they wake their kids up in the morning, make sure they go off to school, make sure that they got food in their belly, keep them with a pocket full of money, keep their hair done in the freshest clothes that they know their kid. What's your kid's favorite color? What they like to do? Who they like talking to? Who do they be talking to? Are y'all keeping like close eyes on that type of stuff? My kids ain't never spend the night at people's house. I ain't trust nobody. I ain't care about. I don't care. I don't care how nobody looked at me. You can say You can say whatever you want to say about my kid, but what you would not say, I didn't protect them. Now y'all come over here and spend the night, but Jada and Erica not coming. Sleepovers we ain't go to. We ain't attend none of that. Y'all had to be friends for like years. I had to know your mamas to the point where we talked on the phone every other day or every other week. I needed to know if there was a man living in the house. Most times, no. Most times I was dealing with a lot of single mothers, so I didn't have to worry about that. Then it was the ones that did have the husband. Just as much as I talked to the wife, every time I seen the wife, I talked to the husband. And also, there was the conversations before you can go over there. Hey, is there anything that we need to discuss about this? Is there, do you feel uncomfortable when you over there? Do you feel like you need to wear long pants all the time? Because one thing about it, when we at my house, they can wear whatever the hell they want to wear at home. If you come to visit me at my house and I got to tell my kids to go put on some other clothes, you can't come. You're not welcome. They shouldn't have to feel like you staring at them, you looking at them. Now, if they ask, she's hanging out, I don't care who come over. That could be a man or woman. Go put on some more bigger shorts. But just to be in our home, and they can't wear a crop top walking through the house from their room to the kitchen. They can't um have on a pair of tights or something. I'm not telling my kids to go change clothes because of company. You can't come to my house if they got to go put on a full goddamn layer of clothes. You're not welcome. You're not welcome. So these conversations are important. And when kids listening to music like that ratchet music, and they know this music better than they dumb and they really not smart kids, but they know music real well, you failing them. You failing them, and you failing them early. You're failing them early. I don't want to hear no excuses about it. I'll be so sick of people saying, well, I can't control what my kid. That's a damn lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. And that's another lie. You are the parent. If you can't control, who can? Who responsible for that kid then? If you're not responsible. Hmm? Hmm? If you're not taking responsibility for how your kids turn out, what you doing? What you doing, bro? What you doing? Now, next bill. All right. So why do we act so surprised when somebody we let back in our life do the same thing to us that we let them out of our lives for? Why do we act surprised about that? Are we looking for sympathy? Are we just thinking that it's just going to be different this time? Or what do you all think? What's a reason that you all think that so many people will sit up and allow other people to handle them in their lives? If you know, because I'm even guilty of this. I'm human. I went through this before, but that was in my younger years, baby. Don't try, could never try me like that right now. You could never. And it wasn't even that I was being naive. At the point where I allowed something to happen, I just didn't care no more. But it's a lot of us that are naive when it comes to certain things. We know what's happening, but 20% of the time they love me. So I'm gonna act as if that 20% is like 100%. But then we go to acting real surprised when that 20% be 100%. Like when that negativity start to go up to 100% every day. Every day. That's what they giving you all the time. And now you sitting up here trying to justify it by like, oh, they don't act like that all the time. Or I wish I just, I did something. It's my fault. I gave them that reason to do it. It was all me. Sometimes it is. But if you are allowing it to just continually be you, then that negativity gonna continually happen. A lot of times we be so quick to just want to be held and loved and feel like we got that. We done made some shit up in our head. Change. We done made a person change in our head, but they ain't showing no change in their actions on paper, day to day, nothing. Nothing. They ain't showing you no reason for you to believe that this is changed behavior, but you still now got another STD. I don't allow it at this point in life. Everybody get straightened and then and I cut their access exactly. I'm quick. I'm so quick on cutting access now because I didn't realize, when the older you get, the more, not even older in age, I'm talking about growth wise. The more your mind grows, the more you realize why peace is so important. So I don't gotta act surprised when I know that this is really just what's happening. Peace be so important, bro. It really is. It's nothing like it. You ain't gotta be my peace, but you ain't gonna disturb it. You definitely not gonna be a person who disturb it. I tell my own damn kids that. If I done had me a good day and you think I'm finna walk in this house and your face gonna change my day, you can go in your room. But you're not about to sit around here with me and disturb my damn peace. Not the bill payer. Mm-mm. If I'm not gonna have peace anywhere, I'm gonna have it home. If I'm not gonna have peace anywhere, babe, I'm gonna have peace at my house. And nobody gonna ever disturb my peace like that. I'm coming home to peace. I'm running away from the shenanigans of the world to come home to my peace. And I be driving fast to get here. I'm so serious, baby. I look forward to the end of the day. I'm in love with the end of the day. I love to be in solitude or around great people that's not disturbing my peace. You know those when you used to see your grandparents and your older aunts and uncles sitting out on the porch in their rocking chairs with their glasses of tea, some on with their cigars, some on with joints, whatever you do, whatever. But ain't nobody disturbing them. They'll sit out on that porch all day, watch the sky, watch the birds, listening to the birds. It's reasons why sanity is important. So when somebody come disturb it and you act surprised and act like you don't know how they got there, you let them in. You let them come in and take over your peace. Destruction. I was talking to this young man and he was telling me that his brother and sister-in-law had to live with him for a couple years or whatever, right? And sometimes he didn't want to go home. So they done took over your house to where you don't even want to come to your house no more. Nah, nah, nah. And it's like, oh, because I can't make the decision, I can't say what I don't like in my house no more, or people done change how I'm supposed to live. These are visitors. These are visitors. I don't care if you lived there over a year, you still ain't taking down a picture and hanging up what you want to hang up. This, you are a visitor. You are a visitor. That's what you are. If you're not making, if we're not grooming to grow together, you're a visitor. Your time is limited here. So don't come in here trying to change how I live. Don't come in here unless, and especially unless if it's going to interrupt what I got going on. Now, what you do in your side of the house and how you live, and I don't care about that because I want you to be peaceful while you're here. I promise you. I do want you to be at peace. I do want you to have your prosperity, your growth. I need you to have your time in your place too, because I need you to still feel like it's your palace. But you're just not gonna change my palace. You're not gonna make it completely yours to the point where I don't even want to come home. That's all I'm saying. You got to be in control of what is in your element, what's been brought around to you, what's your energy is giving, what you're giving energy to, what you're giving time to. You are in control of that. If we would have known years and years ago while we were being raised that we were the actual people who were in control of what we did, we would have turned out differently or chose differently or looked at things differently. Some of us had that fear of our parents so strong, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna be honest now, because I'm telling y'all, because some of y'all was bad, just like y'all kids bad. I'm never stop saying that, because some of y'all raising monsters, okay? And you're not trying to even take accountability for the monsters you raising, but you got them. But a lot of them are monsters because you were monsters and you got away with so much crap till you didn't even realize that was bad. You didn't realize it. You ain't just say to yourself, my kid can do that because I did it and I turned out all right. Bitch, had somebody beat your ass, you probably wouldn't have let your kid jump all over your couch and draw on your furniture, or be drinking juice in your car when they already done showed you they don't know how to do that. And now you want to turn around and tell these children that they guilty of this, but you ain't never fixed what you did wrong. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop expecting our kids to be superheroes when we ain't even giving them a reason to do anything right. We got to stop expecting them to be better than us when we're not grooming them to be better than us. We got to stop expecting expectations. We got to stop putting expectations on children that y'all ain't even putting on yourselves. And then you wonder why your kids are how they are. They lie, they cheat, they steal because they groomed to do it. Be accountable. That's step one. If you want to raise children, be accountable. Teach these kids right from wrong. Teach yourself that, and stop bringing kids into the world when you unhealed. Stop bringing kids into this world. And for the ones who already got them, it's too late. They here. It ain't nothing we can do about that except for make sure that we're being the best parents to them that we're supposed to be. Because I keep seeing examples as to why kids are so messed up, y'all. Seriously. And we think that it's so cute when they 1 and 2 years old saying stop, or they hitting their parents back, or they telling them, no, you don't go sit your ass down. I said no. Tell me no again. Stop allowing these kids to have voices louder than yours when they're younger than you. Now, you can speak your mind and have your opinion. I'm never going to take that away from you. You are a human being. We are not raising animals. We are not raising monsters. We are raising humans. So therefore, they have the right to their opinions. They have the right to speak their mind. They have a right to express themselves. Now, that's a lot of things that were limited in a lot of us 80s and 90s babies. We were not given that right. We were not told that we can come in and express ourselves. So a lot of us decided that when we had our children, we was going to let them speak their minds. But y'all ain't let them speak their minds. Y'all letting them be grown. And then we act surprised. Stop acting surprised. It's the surprise. It's really like the surprise for me. It's the surprise. I always get caught up in that. Like, I be sitting back watching people, and then they tell me about something that happened, and I be like, oh, well, what you just gave me 3 reasons to know that this was finna happen, and you didn't know it was gonna happen. Where you was? Where? You can't believe that the possibility of your kid doing perfection or living a perfect life is going to happen. That's not true. They're humans. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to fall down. They're going to bust their head. They're going to get up. You're going to have to fix it and make sure they can keep going again. But they got to trust you and believe that you're the person that's for that job. We got to stop thinking that being our kids' friends is the outcome that they deserve. They become our friends when they grow up. They become our friends when they grown. They become our friends when we decide to let them into that zone. Because guess what? When they become your friend, they checking you. So if you ain't ready to hear where you fucked up at, you better start mending those broken things that y'all ain't fixed long time ago. Mend it now. One of the hardest things for me to be told was my kid when one of my children was like, you so weak when it come to your family. Baby, that broke me down. Let me tell you something. I'm the oldest of 10 kids. Nobody could never tell me I was weak. But when my children told me that I keep allowing the same thing to happen to me over and over and over again, and I think that something gonna change, that I'm weak, they didn't like that part of me. They hated to see me go through the hurt that I kept experiencing because I trusted people, because these are my family members. And you never turn your back on family. That's a damn lie. You turn your back on anything that's bringing you negativity. You turn your back on anything that's bringing you down. And when I changed that, the respect and the gleam in their eyes changed. I saw different results. I saw them being powerful in what they stood on. I never told them to shelter who they were, or you too loud just because you are loud. Sometimes you need to be loud about certain things. Sometimes you need to shut the fuck up too. But it's us though. It's our nurturing. So all that acting surprise when you Know that you didn't groom them. You know that you didn't do this, and now they out here doing God knows what with God knows who. Or you don't even know what they're doing. Half of the time, you don't even know what they're doing. Well, now that is happening, and you can sit up and act as if this is brand new to you, but you really already saw the signs of it. It's gonna eat you up. Don't be that parent. Don't be that person. Don't be the people who allow negative to keep coming backwards and back forward into your lives. Change that cycle now, because you got people watching you. And I'm not just talking about your social media friends, the ones that only see the glitz and glamour, the ones that only see what you want them to see. Them kids and your partners, they see everything about you. Them the real judges. So little mama that snatched all the food off the table with the tablecloth, and grandma, grandpa, and auntie Lily Mae and auntie Tamika was all standing there watching it, talking about, and ain't nobody stopped all the food from hitting the floor. So y'all just starved on Turkey Day. Dead ass wrong. Now see how the cycle keep going. See how I keep going. That was just one thing. We don't know what else was done prior to that, because that's just what y'all put on social media. But y'all put it on for laughs, and y'all got shunned. People just started saying there ain't no real grandparents no more, ain't no real family members no more, ain't nobody around here disciplining kids no more. You can't even tell your kid hush in public without somebody saying that's rude. Bitch, if you don't get from over here, this mine. And the turnout of who that person is going to fall on me. I take still full responsibility for who my kids are, and they're 19 and 20. If they do something shameful, I'm going to be shamed. We got to do better. Be accountable. We got to do that. So we can stop acting surprised, okay? All the bucking and dancing and all that stuff is real cute. It'd be nice, little, cute little stuff. But they shouldn't be doing all that all the time. Some of these kids slang their ass faster and better than strippers. So y'all gotta just make sure you taking into account of what this can turn into. You want to get them out there and be socially ready for social media, but make sure they socially ready for the actual social world. You got to know how to talk to people. You got to know how to write. You got to know how to read. Those things aren't lost. Just because they don't teach handwriting no more, it's not lost. It's still, you still got to know how to do all these things. So parents, that's your job. All right. So the lesson of the show today is to stop acting surprised. If you're doing anything right now that your kids are aware of and you shame, fix that shit. Fix it. Don't let them babies see y'all just out here constantly being fuck ups. All right, it's not our job as parents, as groomers, as people who are supposed to be getting these young people ready for the future, because baby, it's hard. It's going to be a hard ride for them going into this phase of their future. Middle school has always been a tough time for kids. It's even tougher now. One of my friends was telling me that they caught kids doing sexual stuff at the school. We talking about elementary school. This was elementary school. They just doing what they see. They're just doing what they see. And y'all, our culture alone, our Black kids are not ever going to be given the same passes as other races. So be honest with them. Let them know that. Don't be out here doing all that stuff. That's what Hillary can get away with. Even if Hillary do get away with it, it's still wrong. But don't do it though, because it's attacking who you are. If nobody cares more about who you are, you got to do it. You got to be the person that care about yourself more than anybody else. Even if your parents stop caring, you better care. You better. So that's one thing I am proud of. I said in the beginning of the show, I'm proud that our younger children are speaking their minds on certain issues. They're not allowing people to be handling them in any kind of way. They speaking up for what they believe in. They are not going to sit up and just be molested. So many people that went to school with me was suffering silently from sexual abuse. So many. In the dark by themselves. Nobody to talk to, nobody to go to. They have counselors in the schools now for this. They have people, free numbers to call. We used to have the numbers to call, like the buddy system, people to call back in the day. But they have it, it's stronger now. You got actual Black therapists. You got people who can sit down and have quality conversation with these kids. You got people that these kids trust if they can't trust you. It's time. We got to do better. All right. I appreciate y'all so much for tuning in today. I want y'all to remember that if you see something, do something, and don't stand back and just wait for it to blow up in our face and be like, but I knew about that. Well, why the hell you ain't say nothing? You just let Susie go over there and have to deal with it, even though you knew that shit was wrong. Speak up. Each one teach one. Y'all have a good evening. I appreciate y'all so much. See y'all next Wednesday. Eat something good, get some good rest, and take your CMOS. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. Thank you, honey.